14-13 remaining in the first period. The United States and West Germany are scoreless. Earlier today, the Soviet Union beat Czechoslovakia 6-1. As you look at Mike Richter, the Soviets wind up preliminary round action 5-0. They'll also carry 4 points into the medal round. The top 3 teams in each group advance. You carry the points with you that you've earned in the games against the other 2 teams that go in with you. And it doesn't matter in the Soviets' case, since they've beaten both Czechoslovakia and West Germany, along with the United States. No matter who goes in, the Soviets will have 4 points, and Czechoslovakia will have 2 points if the U.S. goes in, and no points if West Germany goes in, because West Germany beat Czechoslovakia. So the Czechoslovaks do have a rooting interest tonight. Millen to Granado, deflects off his stick. Tony chasing it down in the corner. Strapping forward along the boards. Bourbeau is there as well. Pried loose by Granado. He tried to send it back to Bourbeau, and it's intercepted and taken out by Franz, but kept in nicely. And then going down a penalty, Granado was tripped. The U.S. able to vacate the net. Richter comes out to get the extra skater, so the U.S. has a man advantage right now. As soon as West Germany gains possession of the puck right there, that's when the whistle sounds. And a man will be sent off for hooking with 13:34. American power play coming up.
Last night my cold was so bad, my children cooked me dinner. My husband brought me flowers, but then I took Tylenol. It worked so well, maybe a little too well.
For this much relief, we started with the ingredient in Tylenol. Doctors recommend that most for a cold's achiness. Then added 3 more medicines for coughing, sneezing, congestion.
So, no more sneezing, no more coughing, no more flowers, no more dinner.
Tylenol helps stop all your cold symptoms cold.
Jörg Holtzman in the penalty box, 2 minutes for hooking for West Germany. So the United States with a man advantage now. And it's Scott Young. He's paired with Brian Leach, the lineup there now for the USA, with Janney, Snuggerud, and Miller. Team captain Brian Leach. Sends it up ahead to Miller. He comes in over the left wing, has it poke checked away. We'll have to get back onside as Brian Leach at his own blue line now. Passes up ahead to Scott Young. Young comes in on the left wing, drops it in behind the net. Janney is there. Now Miller, he sends it to Snuggerud. Back to Kevin Miller. He tried to center it to Janney. It was taken away by number 19, Niederberger, and sent the length of the ice. 1:08 left in the penalty.
The West Germans changing their penalty killing unit. Their first unit is very experienced. They all play on the same team in Cologne.
Granado and a pad save. And then the rebound by Leach and another save. And the third shot by Granado goes through the crease. It's Granado prying it loose. Sending it out to the point. Slapped in by Young. Knocked down beautifully by Ron Fisher, number 7, with 40 seconds left in the penalty.
It was knocked down beautifully and out of self-defense. You can see early on the value of a goaltender. Carl Friesen is giving the West Germans some very sharp goaltending at the moment.
29 seconds left in the penalty. What do you think, Michael Rosioni?
Well, Al, you know, I'm watching the game and can't help but think back to 1976 in the Olympic Games in Austria when the United States played West Germany. Though if the United States won or tied the game, they would have won the bronze medal. West Germany beat them by a score of 4-1.
And right now, the United States, the situation is very, very simple. And is, I'm sure, noted by almost everyone in the crowd tonight. To advance to the medal round, the victory is needed by at least 2 goals. 20 seconds remaining in the penalty. Kreis, number 3 for West Germany. He's scrapping forward along with Fusco. Fusco gets it loose, sends it out to Norton, and then it's shot in off the pass by Granado and another save by Friesen. And the penalty is now over. The teams are skating at equal strength as Holzman comes out of the box. And the West Germans send it up ahead. Now Millen with it. Millen to Fusco, but offside as the puck had come back out over the blue line. 11:21 to play in the period.
Go over Jeep Cherokee's advantages, and certain things stand out. Cherokee gives you a choice of 2 or 4 doors, 2 shift-on-the-fly 4-wheel drive systems, and an optional 4-liter 6-cylinder engine that's more powerful, far more powerful, than anything in its class. All of this is precisely why 4-Wheel and Off-Road Magazine named Jeep Cherokee 4x4 of the Year for the 2nd time.
Save up to $1,800 on selected Jeep vehicles, America's winners.
Al Michaels with Ken Dryden and Micah Ruzioni at the Saddledome as the shot off the stick of Steve Leach is sent up into the seats. Yesterday, as you look at Friesen, Carl Friesen, the West German goalie, he was saying he thought one of the keys to the game tonight would be to keep the U.S. off the scoreboard for the first 10 minutes, and thus far he's done it for the first 8:51.
Well, I think that what the West German team believes is that if they can withstand the U.S. at those moments of their emotional peaks, then they can beat them in the valleys. And right now, the game is starting to be played in the valley. The U.S. team is doing all right so far.
9 minutes gone, no score at the Saddledome. The U.S. has outshot West Germany 8-1. Weinrich scraps for it at center ice and then gets it in before Laviolette can vacate the zone. And we have an offside. 10:50 to play. First period before another big house at the Saddledome. By the way, in the other group, Sweden and Canada have already clinched medal round berths, and the other berth is up for grabs between Finland and Switzerland. Brittig skates in for West Germany, sends it in, and the save by Richter. That's his second. To Kevin Miller. Miller has it taken away at the blue line. And the West Germans start back the other way. Bernd Trunschka, whose brother Gerd is number 17, playing on a different line. Into the corner, Draisaitl. Now Trunschka sends it cross ice, beautiful pass, and Niederberger opted not to take a shot, instead looked for a pass, and nobody was there.
The U.S. team almost got into trouble there because, again, they were puck watching. Both defensemen were well over on the one side. The West Germans drew in. Their offside defenseman was wide open in front of the net.
Brittig sends it in. Easy save for Richter. Leach starts back the other way. Period is half over. 9:53 to play in the first period. Alan Bourbeau from the corner. Bourbeau to Granato. Tony circles, sends it to the slot, knocked down by Kießling, cleared out. Trunschka. Gerd Trunschka skates in and offside. Schiller was in ahead of the play. And again, this is a revamped line because of the injury to Steiger. And there is the West German coach, Mr. Kasama Unsen. Sort of reminds you a little bit of the late Bear Bryant.
If he knew who Bear Bryant was, I'm sure he'd be very pleased.
Right. At least they shared the same hat blocker. 9:28 to play in a scoreless first period. And it comes out going all the way down the ice where Friesen leaves it behind his net for Horst-Peter Kretschmer. And then it's Millen skating in on the left wing. Granato couldn't handle the centering pass. Brown saves it. Brown puts it in on the net. It was knocked down, and then it softly fell out of the glove of the goalie to the right of the net. As close as the U.S. has come to scoring here in the first period. Millen keeps it in. And another save by Friesen. Cleared up ahead to Trunschka. 2-on-1 for West Germany. Trunschka, nice feed, and they score. Dieter Hagen from Trunschka to make it 1-0. After the U.S. had come very close to scoring, Friesen making the save. The puck dropping out of his glove to the side of the net. The West Germans come back with a 2-on-1 and take the lead.
Well, the U.S. team had a lot of play around the net, but defenseman Norton got caught, and it was a 2-on-1, and it's a scene we have seen many times so far in this Olympic Games. Those 2-on-1 plays against experienced teams really can hurt.
Assisted by number 17, Kretschmer.
Sir, would you choose hamburger A, a fresh Wendy's hamburger, or hamburger B that's made ahead of time so it gets dry?
Let me just say, given the state of my current political agenda and/or broad-based concern for my constituents, expressed with the full support of my lovely wife, Marie, Adele, it is with utmost confidence that I choose hamburger B.
But most Americans prefer the fresh Wendy's hamburger.
Exactly, which is why I stand unequivocally behind hamburger A. B.
Most Americans prefer the taste of fresh hamburgers, like Wendy's, the best burgers in the business.
It's the same old line I fall for every time. Just as good, only cheaper. So, it's 5 minutes before the market closes. I'm on the phone, waiting for it to ring, watching my hair turn gray. Waiting. I can't get through.
Without AT&T, you're twice as likely to get a busy circuit.
One of these days, you'd think I'd learn.
AT&T's worldwide intelligent network. Because we know it's not just long distance. It's your business on the line. AT&T, the right choice.
As we come back, West Germany has been awarded a penalty shot, and here is a replay.
Watch Richter come in, he fakes to the side. Now Mike Richter throws his stick towards the puck, and if any player on a defending team throws their stick at the puck, it is a penalty shot, which must be taken by the person who had the scoring chance, Richter in this case.
So Roy Rutger now will get the puck at center ice at the center faceoff dot, skating alone one-on-one, and he has it saved by Richter. That's it. You get one shot, no chance for a rebound, and it remains 1-0.
Well, as you can tell from the reaction, it is almost like the U.S. has scored a goal, and emotionally that's how the team feels. Mike Richter, here you see it again. Richter goes to his backhand. Richter stays right with him, gives him very little. I don't know whether he deflects it or not, but it doesn't really matter because he certainly had the play well covered. You can see Mike Richter throwing his arms in the air as if he had scored a goal.
So what could have been extremely deflating to have been down 2-0 turns into a moment of encouragement and then some for the United States, already down 1-0 in the game and in effect down 2-0 because they must win by 2. Steve Leach to Lane McDonald. Back to Leach, and Leach has it saved by Friesen. It was all Leach could do to stay on his feet and get his stick on the puck. And Friesen was there for the save. Niederberger now sends it in on Richter, who catches the bouncing puck and stops the clock with 7:55 to play in the period.
Well, it's been an up-and-down tournament so far for Mike Richter, but that was certainly enough. Here we can see it again. Making the move to the backhand. Richter stays right with him. He does get a piece of it with his stick, deflects it wide. A very big moment for the U.S. team and for Mike Richter.
Face off in front of Richter with 7:55 to play. In the first period, West Germany on top 1-0. Kretschmer can't keep it in. Young chasing it down, and Young gets taken down. Franz now with the puck up ahead to Holzman. He sends it over, intended for Kreis, too far for him, and sent back out to the neutral zone by Norton. Second period, we're back for it. U.S. still has a man advantage for the next 50 seconds. And West Germany is on top by a score of 2-0. Al Michaels with Ken Dryden, Michael Ruzioni at the Saddledome. U.S. with an extra skater here for the next 37 seconds, but it's cleared out to Young. U.S. team in blue. Brian Leach comes in with the puck over the blue line, sends it over to Scott Young. Now Tony Granato. To Young, return to Granato. Millen skates to the corner, comes out to the blue line to Young. He puts it in, saved by Friesen. Swept in front, and then Granato's shot was deflected high. 8 seconds left in the penalty.
Tony Granato had a great chance there, but it just flipped up off his stick.
Brian Leach, and the pass for Millen. The penalty is over. The teams are at equal strength. Millen skates in, Millen over to Leach. He couldn't get his stick on it. Young. Millen now. Young again. Through the crease to Granato. His shot is deflected and cleared out by West Germany. So the West Germans kill the penalty, and 18:35 remains in the second period. 2-0. The West Germans on top. The U.S. again must win this game by 2 goals to advance to the medal round. Brown sends it in. Snuggerud couldn't get his stick on it for the rebound after the save. Now Brown, his centering pass deflected off one of the West German defensemen's skates back to center ice.
Well, there are some good chances there that were not finished off that really didn't involve good saves by Friesen.
Brown and Obresa scrapping. And then the shot by Franz is deflected over the glass and into the seats with 17:57 to play in the second period. 2-0 West Germany, and on the subject of unfinished chances, look at this.
Watch, here's the pass to Granato. He gets his stick right on it, but somehow it goes straight up and over the net. He had a wide open side.
U.S. in blue, West Germany in white. If you're joining us late, the U.S. to advance to the medal round would have to win this game by 2 goals, which means in effect they're down by 3 at the moment since the score is 2-0 West Germany. Holzman with a puck. Intercepted by Laviolette to Fusco. His shot blocked, gets it, the rebound back, can't get the shot away. Now Steve Leach with it. Sends it in. The shot by McDonald was high. And it's lifted over the glass and into the seat. 17:26 to play in the period.
Who gives you the luxury car with everything, including a warranty better than Rolls-Royce or Mercedes? Who else? At Chrysler Plymouth, we do it right.
Can one light mayonnaise taste that much better? A nationwide taste test proves the best tasting light is Hellman's Light. Naturally one. It's Hellman's. Hellman's Light Mayonnaise. With half the calories. Bring out the best.
You haven't missed a thing. 17:26 in the second period. As we have not had any action since we broke away for the commercial. Shots on goal, USA 15. West Germany 10. But Friesen has been equal to the occasion 15 times, and that's the difference in the game, whereas Richter has allowed 2 by him, and West Germany leads 2-0. From the faceoff, Corey Millen in behind the net. Now it's Jutek for the West Germans. Up ahead it comes to Bernd Trunchka. Taken at center ice by Draisaitl. And kept in now by Trunchka. Nice centering pass, and then the shot by Britta goes skittering wide. Trunchka pounded by Gosselin, who winds up breaking the play up, and the U.S. comes back the other way. Brosseau sends it in over the blue line, and the West Germans send it right back. Draisaitl in behind the net to Brittig. And now Brosseau sends it up ahead to Millen. Corey circling in the neutral zone and losing the puck. And it's sent back down into the American end. But we've got a whistle for an offside.
You're going to see an awful lot more of that kind of play for the West Germans. They'll be drifting people up center ice to try to catch the U.S. team pressing. They've succeeded a couple of times so far in this game, and they're going to try it many more times. They have the feeling, and they're quite right, that the U.S. team is very vulnerable to that.
16:21 to play in the second period. And I suppose that was discussed at some length between periods. As Scott Young comes skating in to Donatelli. Donatelli had a couple of chances, and Friesen is there full time to make the save. And again, the U.S. cannot finish off a golden chance in front.
Well, Carl Friesen has a lot of experience in this kind of a game. There you can see the nice pass to Donatelli. Now Friesen reads the play very well and is in pretty good position by the time the puck actually gets across.
16:10 to play in the second period. Johansson losing it at center ice and sent up ahead where Brown beats Fischer to the